Have you ever found yourself stuck like this? Endlessly scrolling through presets, tweaking synths, and watching your energy to make music just evaporate. I used to do the exact same thing, and it was hindering my creativity until I made one simple change. And now I've finished my tracks up to 10 times as fast.
You see, here's the problem. Most beginner and intermediate producers try and do everything at once. That's the sound design and track creation, all in one session.
It's like a DJ gig. You wouldn't turn up with 1,000 random tunes on your USB. You search through your vinyl crates, pick the right tunes, and set yourself up for success. So why don't we do this with production? Let's split this into two modes, crate and create. On crate days, you pack your sounds. Drum racks, synth patches, all prepped and ready. I'll even dig for and prep samples, which I've shown off in this previous video. Then when you switch to crate mode, you're not wasting any energy digging around. You're just asking the question, does this work together? Now, when I start a new track, I'm not staring at a blank session. I've already got a pool of sounds ready to go. That way, within minutes, I can build a loop that sparks ideas and keeps me in a flow state. From there, it's just about iterating, trialing new sounds, adding variation, and shaping the arrangement.
And I used this to create my latest EP in record time. What? A plug? Definitely not. Although, my EP is out today, and well, if you wanted to support the channel. Anyway, let's dive into how I use this technique to create effortless synths.
This part is about experimenting within your own style and process. But let me show you one approach to building a rhythmic synth. I'll start by creating a harmonically and tonally rich set of waves. Here I'm using the A-E-I-O-U wave from the formant subheading, which I'm pairing with a square wave, 7 semitones up. I'm bringing the filter down with some resonance and applying some unison. Now let's start modulating. I'll create a slow LFO and apply it to our filter's frequency and the pulse width of our square wave. Then I'll introduce a more hectic source of modulation with LFO2 set to a random square wave at a rate of 1/8. Here I'll apply it to some of the parameters I know might create something interesting. Wavefold, warp, pulse width, filter frequencies. Here I'm even modulating one LFO with another to ramp its rate up and down. As we select other waves, you can hear how the sound changes. A general rule of thumb is find a strong pair of oscillator waves, apply some unison, filter it, tailor the amp envelope to the sound you're after, and finally modulate the waves, filter, and other parameters. One thing to note is the MIDI and amp envelope. For long sweeping sounds, we may want an amp envelope like this, with a continuous MIDI note. For rhythmic or more melodic sounds, we'll want a short plucky envelope with dotted MIDI notes. Now that we've created a unique starting point, we can consider some effects. As you can see, my default project has some sends for effects that I use regularly, so I'll send a synth to some of those. I think this sounds good sending it to the echo, so I'll shorten the MIDI clip to let the synth tail off. It's easier to create iterations in arrangement view, so let's duplicate the synth and tweak it. For this second iteration, let's make a plucky dotted synth. I'll create a new MIDI pattern. Here, I'm not worried about the melody, and I'll tweak our amp envelope accordingly. Nice. Now for another iteration, let's use the trance gate pad effect. I'll duplicate again and apply the effect, tweaking it till it sounds like this. Let's also remove the automation from the matrix and try something new. I've not had the amp envelope modulate the filter yet, so let's try that. And let's also try the sine 1 wave to give us a more crystal-like sound, introducing some of the LFO modulation back. Now let's try fat delay, like Valhalla Supermassive from the last video. I'll tweak it, making sure that note is on for the delay rate. Next, back to the long pad MIDI notes, with a triangle wave, 7 semitones up. I'm using a plugin this time called Tantra 2. Sadly, not free, so apologies for that, but it does a great job in adding some unique modulation. I'll drop it on and cycle through the presets, duplicating and tweaking the synth parameters until I find something that shines. I'll keep this process going until I run out of steam, leaving me with a session of sounds like these. Okay, so that's the synths covered. Hope you found that useful. This has definitely changed the way that I make music. I know I mentioned the drums and arrangement. I'll approach that in another video. So don't forget to subscribe, turn the notification bell on so you get notified when that video is out. Those two together should really help you in creating tracks 10 times as fast. I mean, it helped me create my EP a lot quicker than I would have. Another shameless plug, all of the links will be down below if you want to listen to it, and if you like it, you're more than welcome to purchase it on Solar Reef on our Bandcamp. And that's it. I will catch you in the second part of this video next time.